Now, LeBron James may have missed the playoffs this year, but will start out this season with a new Lakers squad, including All-Star Anthony Davis, who will join the team following the completion of a much-talked-about offensive trade. Ryan, out of every player in the league, does LeBron have the most to prove this season?
Of course he does. Ain't just this season. It's the season before, the season before that, and the season before that. You got to understand. LeBron James is a guy who's still chasing Michael Jordan. He's still a guy, in my mind, the greatest of all time. But there are a lot of people like Shaquille O'Neal, Stephen A. Smith, a number of people who still don't agree to that. They don't agree. There's a lot of it, like I hear from them on Twitter all the time. They don't agree. So LeBron James still has a lot to prove. Not to mention, he's got to let people know that this move to the Lakers wasn't just about Hollywood, wasn't just about Space Jam 2, about getting his brand off the ground. He has so much still to prove. I understand you're shaking your head. I get the 9 finals, the 3 NBA championships. I understand, D. Jones. But if you're LeBron James, while you still have some gas left in the tank, and as me and you will both agree, there's some gas left, he has some winning to do. And when you're LeBron, the expectations, especially when you get joined by AD, are a championship. Hold on. Before I see you getting excited now. And not to mention, when you have a team like the Lakers that's prepared for you for the last 5 or 6 seasons, and then they finally lock you up and you trade away all of your draft picks, you trade away Lonzo, Ingram, D'Angelo Russell, all these guys down the list are traded and moved. The goal is to win a championship, and they've gone all in on LeBron James. So if you mean to tell me you're going to look at me sideways like LeBron has nothing to prove, you done lost your mind, D. Jones.
He doesn't have anything to prove.
I'm not.
Because at the end of the day, yeah, he got hurt last year. Mm-hmm. That wasn't his fault, okay? It's just an unfortunate situation that happens in sports. Sometimes you cannot avoid getting hurt. So he missed 17 games. But before he went out, they was 4th in the West. 1.5 game out of 2nd place, almost in 1st place. They go to Golden State with everybody healthy and smack the Warriors on Christmas Day. Then he gets hurt. And then everything just plummets from there. You talk about trading guys to get Anthony Davis. That's all well and good. But I'm telling you right now, the guy that has the most to prove, Giannis.
Why?
This year. Because he was MVP. They had the best record in the NBA, and they didn't get it done. They were in the Eastern Conference Finals. They win the first 2 games, and then next thing you know, they lose 4 games in a row. And everyone said the Milwaukee Bucks was the best team in the league, and they would have beat the Golden State Warriors or whoever came out of the West. So if anybody has anything to prove, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
How old is Giannis?
He's 24.
Do you have expectations of a championship next year for him?
Yes. Because they were the number 1 seed in the NBA. They had the best record.
Did you realistically think they were going to win the championship last year?
You did.
No, I didn't.
I did not. It was others in the media, our counterparts, that said that Giannis and the Bucks were the best team in basketball.
I said it.
And if they would have got to the finals, they would have smacked Golden State or whoever came out of the West.
No offense, Ray. We know the people who didn't play the game, how they felt. You played the game now.
That's
you played the game.
That doesn't mean I can't have an opinion, Ryan.
Hey, hold on. You played the game. You knew they weren't winning the championship last year. You well aware until that boy get a jump shot, they weren't going to win it.
I'm telling you, going into that series, that Eastern Conference Final series against Toronto, I thought they were going to smoke Toronto, and I thought that if KD was not healthy, all right, in the finals, that they had an opportunity to win it all.
They absolutely did, but Kawhi Leonard is a bad man, and he's able to guard him.
I love Kawhi, man. I love Kawhi.
He can guard him.
Lowry and Pascal.
The bottom line, Kawhi Leonard could guard that man, could guard Giannis because he didn't have a jump shot yet. Now, what's bigger? Let me ask you this. A championship in a year in which he may be able to get later in his career, or a legacy? Because if you're LeBron James, he's still got a legacy that he's got to cement now, D. Jones.
What you mean? So you're saying his legacy is not already in tow? Right
you
now?
got to understand.
Go ahead, read your stats. Read your stats that you wrote down earlier.
I don't
read them lame stats.
I don't want to read no more stats. Everybody knows the stats. Listen, he gets hurt, okay? He comes to the Lakers. I understand everybody's saying, oh, he comes to the Lakers, he comes to the Western Conference, and he struggles or whatever, but he was injured. But before then, he go to the finals 8 straight years. Tell me somebody that's done that.
Okay. Let me
Have you seen done it? 8 straight years to the NBA Finals. And some of the teams that he took to the finals wasn't the best teams in the league.
If he stays in Cleveland, he's getting a statue and probably still should. Hear me, Dan Gilbert. LeBron James should still get a statue in Cleveland. A big one. A huge one, right across the whole building now. All right? You agree? Okay. Now he came to where? L.A. Mm-hmm. The Lakers, correct? Mm-hmm. Who are the Laker greats?
Kareem,
Magic,
Kobe, Shaq.
So he don't have nothing to prove? He wearing that purple and gold, and you mean to tell me LeBron James has nothing? He's just going to go there to be there?
But listen to this, though. All those
answer. Hold on.
Look, all those greats that you named, right, played in a Laker uniform how long?
Years.
10 plus years.
Yeah.
Okay. LeBron's not going to play in L.A. 10 plus years. Okay. What he's done to this point, oh, man, come on. You just said yourself, arguably the best player in the game.
Hold on. Do you agree? The greatest player of all time?
Yeah, I agree.
So the greatest player of all time, or we're going to say, or there's still question marks from a lot of people, doesn't have anything to prove?
No. It's nothing to prove. Nothing to prove. No. If he wins 1, 2 championships with the Lakers, oh, man, that's icing on the cake. What kind of cake? What kind of cake you like on 4th of July?
Hold on, man.
At your barbecue.
If LeBron James does not win, do you know how people are going to come down on him? Do you know the Kobe Bryant fans are going to say, man, he's still not greater than Kobe? Do you understand he went there not just to lay down, D. Jones?
He went to win.
So how you saying there's no pressure? When you're LeBron James and you get Anthony Davis, the expectations are a championship and nothing less, D. Jones.
But that's his mindset. That's not pressure for him.
Forget his mindset.
When he go out to play every single season, he's not talking about, I'm just trying to make the playoffs.
What did Kobe bring L.A.? You don't think L.A.'s waiting for a championship? You think L.A. wants a second-round exit?
Listen,
Western Conference Finals is good enough?
Man, L.A. has been waiting for stuff so many. They hadn't been in the playoffs in 6 years, right?
Okay,
so, I mean, okay, well, they're starving for a lot of things right now.
That's true.
It's not just championship. If they got to the playoffs this year and got to the conference finals or the second round or whatever, those people in L.A. will be throwing a parade.
No, they won't.
For what it's looked like the last 6 years?
No, they won't.
Come on,
no, they won't. If LeBron James doesn't bring a championship to L.A., they are going to throw a fit, bruh. They are going to throw a fit. You bring Anthony Davis with LeBron James and possibly Kawhi Leonard, and you don't get a championship? You don't think they move Brandon Ingram? You think they move Brandon Ingram for today? For tomorrow? The fact that when you move those guys, you move them for a reason. It's because you have an opportunity to win now.
I love it. He's making my argument because I'm saying to you this. You trade Brandon Ingram. Mm-hmm. Okay. You trade Lonzo Ball. You trade Josh Hart. And I don't care how many draft picks you give him, okay? None of that is going to equal what you have in Anthony Davis. He's going to be a top 5 player and could be possibly in the next couple years the best player in the game.
Why did AD come to L.A.?
Because he wanted to play with Bron.
But play with Bron and do what? Give him the best chance to win what?
A championship.
A championship. Yeah. So you don't think that's pressure?
No, it's not pressure because at the end of the day, pressure is when, oh, man, I don't think I can do it. Oh, I'm going out here. I'm trying to get a champion. I'm trying. But his mindset is I'm going out there to win a championship every single year.
So LeBron James all talk.
I've been sitting back listening to you, so I just want to get something on the record. Are you saying that LeBron James is better than MJ? Is that what you're saying?
I say it's 1A and 1B.
This is the lawyer coming out of me. It's a yes or no question. Are you saying LeBron is better than MJ? Right here, right now, on the record.
Chest, man. Why you
I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that.
Ooh, okay. And what about you?
I said it a long time ago. And Shaq, if you listening, where you at, big fella? He way better than MJ, okay? The man can pass and score. You already know what time it is. But, hey, nonetheless, there's always pressure. We cannot put these tags on a player and say there's no pressure there.
No pressure.
Impossible.
No pressure.
Impossible.
No pressure for the king.
All right.
No pressure.
Okay,
No pressure for the king.
Agree to disagree. Okay, still to come on first take. Other than Kawhi, which free